Hello, my dear fellow Blender enthusiasts. I wanted to share a little puzzle with you today that I can't really make head or tails of it. I've just installed version 2.83.1 LTS, and it's worked okay, but let me show you the problem. I've been working on my little mixer scene here, and you can see that it looks a bit broken. So when I move the scene, I get all this Z fighting or Z fighting here, and all my objects look broken and they look kind of terrible. I don't really know what the issue is here. This happens in every viewport type I choose, and it's bizarre because I don't remember Blender looking like that. I remember it looking, nice and smooth and simple. Let me show you the other viewport options here. So this one is the regular viewport shading. This one is the textured shading, texture shaded viewport, and that also looks just like it. I mean, look at the cars. That looks all crazy here, and it's flickering like crazy when I move the viewport. And rendering works fine. Render comes out okay. The rendered viewport version, however, looks pretty terrible. So yes, that is my problem. So as I said, renders work fine, but what I thought was interesting, and this is why I'm bringing this to your attention, is that when I'm switching over from my regular layout into the shading layout, I'm using the exact same viewport shading here, and that viewport looks perfectly fine. So I know Blender can do it. It's just that it chooses not to do it, and I really don't know what I did there. I mean, is it a folder that I can delete there? Can I reset some settings here? Because I mean, it is possible for it to be displayed, properly. It just Blender just chooses not to do that. I wondered if you had any help on this. Good question. Does this also happen in older versions of Blender or in other versions of Blender? Well, let's find out, shall we? I've got 2.82 installed here. I think I also still have 2.81 installed. Let me just have a look, see if it works, and see what happens. Just something I just thought perhaps, let's just have a look. I don't know if this scene is going to open, but if it is, we should see the same thing. I've got an older version of that project here. Let me just load up the latest one here. See if we can do it. Okay, so it also appears to be broken in the 2.82. So maybe something in my configuration has gone wrong. How about the shading tab? Yeah, shading tab is also working fine. So it looks like it's not a Blender version specific issue, it's my computer specific issue, but what it is, I have no idea. If you know, please let me know. I'd appreciate any help on this. Thank you so much.